Hello, my tasty, tenacious Taurus. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi, and I am here to deliver your guided healing, Pokémoncy, and tarot. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And Taurus, just a heads up, I am going to be moving all of my Pokémoncy and tarot readings to my website. If you would like to sign up and become part of my community, please do so. You can do that on my website. The link is in the description box below. There's also a 30-day free trial if you want to assess whether you value the type of stuff that I am offering you on my website. Anyways, let's hop into it, Taurus. So this is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had sacrifice and fated to suffer in reverse. So it feels like you know that you need to sacrifice various things. This gives me very, Knight of Swords type energy. So you know that you need to make some sort of sacrifice in order to stop some sort of suffering from occurring. You're really done with suffering. With Mabon in reverse, this is telling me that the balance of light and shadow is not necessarily where it needs to be right now, right? Mabon is the celebration of Persephone, basically, right? Where it's going into the shadow realm, the underworld for half of the world. And because this is coming out in reverse, it's telling me that, the light and the shadow are not balanced necessarily in life, and it's causing you some issues. With the God coming out in reverse, this is telling me that the divine masculine energy that you are dealing with is not upright. It's not being divine at all, quite frankly. This can be a masculine that you've been dealing with that is overly controlling or something like that. But in general, it indicates that, the masculine energy within one's life, which is our stability, our groundedness, our safety and security and things like that, is a little bit topsy-turvy. So it looks like, there's a bit more shadow energy around you at this time. Because the God is in reverse, this is also, we had the Four of Earth and the Two of Earth come out both in reverse. So, Four of Earth, look at this. Look at that bridge that's made. It's like every single piece, is a little slotted stone that had to be put in there at the exact angle, at the exact timing, right? It's very, perfection physics, you know what I mean? In order to build this kind of bridge, in order to, get to the other side. And with the Four of Earth, this is talking about the foundation of physicality, which the physical world in general is the masculine world, right? It's the world that we can see, whereas the shadow is the unseen. So, again, with the God in reverse, it's like your physical reality is not anchored in divine masculine energy. This is causing the foundation of your relationship with money, your relationship with your physical environment, your relationship with your own body, perhaps, to just not be stable. And again, we have that, even further clarified with the Two of Earth, which is, two is the balance, right, of masculine and feminine energy when it comes to physicality. And because it's coming out in reverse, you're having difficulty balancing masculine and feminine energy when it comes to your physical reality. But we do have the transformation card coming out, so I am getting that this is a very transformative period. It feels like you are ready to change these things. You're ready to transform out of this energy. Again, it's like that you have to sacrifice things in order to stop this suffering from occurring, and you are willing to do that and transform. We had fairy type energy coming out saying that this, your crown chakra is highlighted during this season, during Scorpio and Ophiuchus season. But this is also, fairy type for me is soulmate relationships, right? You do this, I do that, various soul contracts that we have. It can be friends, family members, lovers, pets, strangers, teachers, we all have various types of soulmates in our life. But because we had this, we had Weevil coming out using Call for Family. So Weevil is a dark type, okay? So this is dark energy coming out about the family. So it's telling me that you have some soulmate relationships where there's a lot of darkness surrounding certain family members in this regard. And double colorless energy is telling me that some of these soulmate relationships have been drained of all of their color. It feels like you may feel like, you have to sacrifice some of those as well. With Trainer using Unidentified Fossil and Trainer using Grass Memory, right? Trainer means somebody else in the situation. I'm also getting that there are some family members that you don't even know about. These are family members that are ancient, right? But also new, right? We have like this CD-ROM here that also has this like ancient style, rock or whatever with some like cuneiform text on it. And this is telling me that there are ancestors that you don't even know that are around, you know, and some of these can be dark. So, you know, ancestors don't have to respect your free will. The angelic ones do, right? The angels. So, you know, you can have lower vibrational ancestors that are actually causing you pain in some sort of way, or your connection with them, you know, could also be in terms of a connection with someone that you have. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you have a grandmother who passed away and she's, you know, not in a great place after she transitioned, but, you know, she's the mother of your father, and, you know, the relationship with your father isn't that great, but the suffering karmic energy of like your dead grandma is like trying to force you to stay in a toxic relationship with the father because that's her baby, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So, you know, working with ancestors, just a reminder, like, you always want to be calling in the angelic ancestors, the ones that are of a higher vibration that can actually help you, rather than, you know, making you learn lessons through suffering or learning things the hard way because they did. You know what I mean? So anyway, Taurus, I hope all is well. So for this season, what we are going to do is take a look at, we're going to see what cycle you are stuck in that is repeating. Then we are going to see what we can do in order to break this cycle. And then what we can do to transmute that energy into a purposeful rebirth of yours. And then also some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So let's see here, Taurus. What cycle are you stuck in, sweetheart? Let's see. What cycle is Taurus stuck in? I was also getting, some of you might be sidereal Aries, so make sure you check out Aries. Anyway, colorless angel in reverse, and the child I was meant to be in reverse. So, yeah, so colorless angel in reverse. Again, I feel like you're not connecting to your angelic ancestors, that maybe you have some beef with the angels, you know, like, I always say, if you have beef with Christianity, that's all good and fine and dandy, but don't take it out on the angels. The angels are not Christian. They don't have any sort of religion. They are just a presence, and they're very powerful and helpful. But with colorless angel in reverse, it's telling me you're connecting to things that aren't necessarily angelic, right? And we did see the double colorless energy, strained relationships, you know, that are, you know, that have lost their color. And it feels like that's kind of what that is. And maybe you're not talking to your angelic ancestors. With the child that I was meant to be in reverse, this is telling me that you had to grow up very fast. You were not nurtured from a very early age the way that you were meant to. This is like, you know, look how from a seed is growing, and she's, you know, like understanding like, yes, this is my purpose. And many of us remember who we truly are and what we're here to do as a young child, you know. Like me personally, I used to call myself a witch. Now I understand it as a healer. But, you know, in preschool, I used to be doing spells. I used to be doing seances and stuff. And I got in trouble at school, but I always knew that's who I was. And then, you know, academia pushed me into the STEM fields. I became a molecular biologist and a neuroscientist. And, you know, it took so much for me to overcome, and going through a dark night of the soul for me to remember who I truly was as a shaman and a healer. And here I am today, right? I don't mean to get into my personal story, but that's kind of what I'm feeling, is that, you know, basically you have forgotten who you truly are and what you're meant to do. Anytime this card comes out, it calls a card in my Angelarium. So let's see what angel is coming out here. Oh, Kushiel, the angel of punishment. So it's going right to the child that I was meant to be in reverse. So it looks like you were getting punished basically for who you were meant to be during childhood. This could have been, you know, establishments or whatever it may be. Again, you weren't really connecting with angelic beings. You were probably connecting with more, you know, demonic ancestors or demonic energies, to no fault of your own, right? I mean, if your parents have, you know, issues around them and stuff like that, right? You are innocent as a child, right? And your upbringing, it looks like you were punished a lot for, you know, being who you truly were or who you're truly meant to be here. So I'm sorry to hear that, Taurus, but let's take a look deeper. But it's like you're stuck in this cycle. So it feels like you feel like you're going to get punished for who you truly are, for who you're meant to be. And it's hard for you to get into angelic frequencies, which angelic frequencies are like, boom, like I can do this. Like it just is, right? You call in Archangel Michael and boom, you're protected. It's not like an angel comes. It's just a vibration of like, yes, it is sort of thing. We have the Mother of Fire. So this can definitely be an issue with the relationship with the mother or mother figure. It could be any parent, but you know, Mother of Fire, like the maiden ushers in a new flame, right? The mother nurtures a flame and the crone extinguishes the flame, right? And so the Mother of Fire is telling me that you have some sort of fire that you are nurturing. This can be a job, this can be a relationship, right? It's like, what are you using your Kundalini for, right? Your creative potential to manifest the world around you. It's the type of energy that you use to pick up a card or write a note or, you know, go to work or whatever it is, right? That's how you're using your life force. And you have something that you are nurturing here. And my guess is that it doesn't really align with who you're truly meant to be here. Well, tell me more about this Mother of Fire. Yeah, One of Fire in reverse. It's not, you're not using your magic the way that you actually want it to be. And I also feel like a lot of this is so much feminine energy in your life. You know, Mother, again, is like a feminine type energy where you're nurturing it, you know, kind of in the shadows. But One of Fire is traditionally, you know, like a rod. It's a very masculine, phallic type energy. So because it's coming out in reverse, it's like you haven't really started on what your true soul path is. And, you know, you feel like you can't take those physical actions because you'll get punished if you're being who you truly are. So instead, you're just nurturing a flame that doesn't really satisfy you. I'm starting to get an itch on my body, by the way. All right, let's see what's the light energy. For some of you, this can do with... you know, fire is very lusty. It's very sexual energy. So for some of you, this can be sexual in nature. We have Kolava using mini eruption in reverse. So it's telling me that you feel, you know, it's like you have all of this fire inside of you and you feel like you're going to get punished if you let it all out, basically. You know, again, this is a fire type and we have 2 fire cards. So it's like, and remember how I said, like, you might be a sidereal Aries. So definitely check that out if you are. The best way to find out is download an astronomy app, you know, and look at the night sky the moment that you were born and you can really tell what was going on, right? All right, so with Kolava here, mini eruption, again, it feels like you have to hold all of this inside. It says, be careful if it turns its back during battle. It means that it will attack with the fire on its back. So, yeah, for some of you, it has to do with being on your back. But, you know, this is about, you know, turning your back, right, on someone or something. And I feel like there's someone, it might be a parent or whatever, that you're afraid to turn your back on them because, or turn back on what they're telling you to do, the flame that they're telling you to nurture, because you're afraid of punishment. For some of you, you may have gotten, you know, hit or spanked or something like that. And for some reason, you feel like you have to keep all of this energy inside of you instead of healthfully, you know, expressing yourself. Let's see, what's the shadow here? We have Amaranth using Restored Barrier. I feel like this wants to come out too. Panpour using Scratch. Yeah, remember how I said I had an itch? Well, here's the scratch. So with Amaranth using Restored Barrier, I feel like this is causing, you know, it's basically, right, here's your root chakra, which is where the Kundalini is, right? And then it awakens and it goes to the chakra right above it, which is the sacral, or I'm sorry, the sacral chakra, which is where it turns, you know, where you can utilize it creatively or sexually or whatever it may be. But now there's a barrier where all of your Kundalini, all of your firepower is just stuck. It's like you're not utilizing any sort of creative potential. And, you know, there's a lot of it there. You know, you have all this feminine creativity, but the masculine energy in order to enact it is blocked. This is also very like ancient vibes, and I am feeling like it has to do, like, look at what it evolves from, right? It comes from an unidentified fossil. So I feel like some of this has to do with those ancestral blocks that are really blocking, you know, in you. And for some of you, if this has to do with your sexuality, there can be, you know, ancestors that you've had that has a lot of shame, you know, on that shame's kind of stuck in your body. It says a Pokemon ancestor, literally, okay? A Pokemon ancestor that was reanimated from a fossil. It lived in the sea and hunted with claws. Yeah, so again, this is an ancestor, you know, again, this is in the shadow, so you don't see this, but that is blocking your ability to do this. And again, you know, the angel of punishment, right? This is not a good angel to have around, feeling like you constantly have to be punished. And that can be ancestors, right? That are the only thing that they knew in their earthly life was getting punished and punishing children. You know what I mean? And that energy is around you. We have Panpour using scratch. So this is telling me, what I'm hearing is we barely scratched the surface, but there is an itch that needs to be scratched here. And this has to do with emotionality, right? This is water energy. It says it does not thrive in dry environments. It keeps itself damp by shooting water stored in its head from its tail. Yeah, so, you know, this is talking about staying hydrated. Make sure that you are staying hydrated at this time, Taurus. Drink a lot of water. It says it doesn't thrive in dry environments. So it feels like this ancestor of yours, you know, basically feeds off of your negative emotions here. And by doing so, it stops you from being able to actually utilize your creative potential. All right, I just had a feeling to call in an angel. So like I said, in the extended, we're going to see what we can do to break this cycle and then how to transmute that energy into a rebirth. And then, of course, some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. And also, like I said before, moving forward, starting next month, so December, I am going to be posting all my readings on my website. I will no longer do the extended. I'm just going to do the full spread in one video. And if you sign up on my website, you will have access to not just your sign, but all signs. All right, let's see here. Woo! Angel therapy. Yeah, you need some angelic therapy, Taurus. Again, you know, if you have beef with the church, that's fine. But the angels have nothing to do with that. Right? Angelic energy can be utilized by any human being, and it's time for you to connect to your angels. This is Archangel Raphael. He is the healer. He says, give your cares and worries to us, angel, and allow us to take your burden. So the angels want to help. They want to help you get rid of these burdens here. Going right to the Quilava and the colorless angel in reverse is victory. This is Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So if you want to get rid of this, it seems like anger issue or being afraid to turn your back or whatever it may be, you know, you will be victorious in this situation. You will get rid of this angel of punishment that is around you. You know, you need to pray to make sure that your prayers are being answered. Have faith. And passion, yeah, so much fire. This is Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So it looks like, again, this might have to do, you know, who you were meant to be. This, again, could have to do with your sexuality, right? Your love life and also your career, right? As I was saying, you've been nurturing a flame that doesn't seem to be what your inner child is actually satisfied with. And let's do one more. Let's see, how am I on time? That's another reason. Oh, damn. Yep, exactly. So it's already 18 minutes, so I'm going to have to put it on my website rather than on Instagram, I guess. They cut them off at 15 minutes now, but might as well keep going, right, Taurus? All right, let's see. I'm going to pull an inner child card because this one hit the inner child deck. I've had this deck since I was 6 years old. Seriously, I've always known what I'm meant to do. The cloud in reverse and the song. So with the cloud in reverse, you know, there's something to be said about, you know, being in your head and being creative and stuff, but this is a time for your inner child to sort of get their head out of the clouds, right? And perhaps you have been punished for, you know, having your heads in the clouds. And now is the time to truly sing, to have your throat chakra, you know, let it out. For some of you, this may be musicians or something like that. But I'm getting that this is more like letting your heart sing, letting your soul sing, letting your inner child sing and, you know, hear good things in order to encourage your inner child to, you know, let out this passion. You will have victory here. You will, but there is some things that need to change a little bit, okay? So, Taurus, you know what? I'm wondering if we should just go all the way through. Honestly. Yeah, I'll wait till next month then. But, well, no, might as well not. All right, Taurus. You know what? I'm going to keep it uniform for all the signs and do as I usually do. So, okay, Taurus. Anyway, if you would like to go to the extended, the link is in the description box below. But if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I'm sending you so much love. Big hug and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah. Hey Taurus, after some deliberation of trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this, I have posted the link to my website below. You can get the extended for free if you sign up and join my website. A membership can be canceled at any time, but please do enjoy this first month for free. Sending you guys lots of love. Mwah.